Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you guys all out there, wherever you are. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed big Friday. Yeah, it is a big Friday because we are awaiting the great news. Double signing of Xavi Simons and Joel Hato from Ajax. Ladies and gentlemen, we are awaiting the announcement. Right now, it looks as if things are quiet. And whenever it's so quiet, whenever it seems like things are quiet, knowing that deals are being sealed, it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, but before we go to the transfer news, I want you to stay glued. Don't go anywhere because a lot we're going to talk about in the next 8 minutes. A lot to talk about. I'm going to be downloading them very fast. Otherwise, my time will catch up with me. But quickly, Chelsea preparation for next season begins in about 3 weeks from now. Or let me say 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks from now. Ladies and gentlemen, yes. Especially the players that were in a Club World Cup. The player that represented Chelsea in a Club World Cup are due back at Fulham on 4th of August. Today is when? 25th? 25th, 6 days for the month to end, right? So 6 plus 4, 9 days. Ladies and gentlemen, in less than 10 days, in less than 10 days, the squad is expected to be back, especially those that went for the Club World Cup. But we understand, plan Estaval, yes, Estaval, for instance, yes, he was not part of the Chelsea squad, but he was part of the Flamengo squad, right? And therefore, he's also expected to be back on 4th of August. So the players that partook in the Club World Cup are expected to report back at Cobham on the 4th of August in 9 days from now. 4 days before the Bayer Leverkusen friendly. As soon as they arrive, 4 days time, we will be hosting Bayer Leverkusen in a friendly game at the Bridge. Estava Willian will also begin training with a new teammate on that date. The question is match fitness. I wouldn't like to see Chelsea losing against Bayer Leverkusen and then AC Milan, which is next. Because there are some games you play, when you lose, it dampens the spirit. It might dampen the player's spirit going to the season, starting the season. I think I have the first 3-4 games you are going to be playing when the season starts. Let me see if I can get it here. Yeah. On 4th of August, the players will return to Cobham for training. 4th August. On 8th August, we are facing Bayer Leverkusen from Germany. Then on the 10th of August, 2 days after, we're facing AC Milan. AC Milan from Italy. Milan, Italy. Then, from that 10th that we're facing AC Milan, 7 days after, that is 1 week after, 17th, our first game of the Premier League begins with Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace. Are we going to be match fit? Are we going to have our sharpness within that period? Let's just take it out. The players return on the 4th. Then on the 17th, how many days? Preparation towards the beginning of the season. We return on the 4th, then by 17th, that is about 13, 14 days of preparation, about 14 days of, 2 weeks of preparation for the Premier League to start. It simply means that Chelsea will have 2 weeks, 14 days of preparation for the Premier League to start. Do you think we will be match fit to face Crystal Palace on the 17th of August? After facing Crystal Palace, our next game will be against West Ham. Are we going to be match fit? That is my question. That is my question that I'm asking. Well, I want to hope that the players was on holiday. I saw Caicedo, at the beach, enjoying himself. Many of the players having fun. I just want to hope that at the end of it all, they will return to Cobham still in good condition. Not putting on that much weight and watching their condition. I mean, sometimes they'll be overtaken over the too much of fun, alcohol and other things. Some will be taking ice cream, some will be taking alcohol, and they might come back rusty. But 2 weeks for the Premier League to kickstart against Crystal Palace, and the next 22nd will be West Ham. Before then, remember, our first game is on the 8th. On the 8th against Bayern Leverkusen. Then on the 10th, AC Milan. Those are the two friendlies Chelsea will play at the bridge, that's Stamford Bridge, before we get the season started. Ladies and gentlemen, now back to some transfer news. It is what it is. Like I told you earlier on, it's been quiet. It's been a very quiet Friday. I am just hoping, yes, I'm just hoping that by the close of today, there should be a good news on Xavi Simons and Hacho, Jorel Hacho. Jorel Hacho to Chelsea deal is close. It's quite close, we understand. 40 million euro plus 3 million in bonuses, according to the report we are receiving. According to the report we are receiving. It's an unconfirmed report about the amount. I believe that before the deal is finally sealed, we'll be getting the full details on that. Now, Juventus, we understand, have rejected Chelsea's 65 million euro offer to sign Kenyan Yildiz. I said it earlier in my first video, but by then it was not fully confirmed. Now it's been confirmed by many sources, from different sources. Yes, this latest one came from Gazzetta dello Sport, from Italian source, that Juventus have actually rejected Chelsea's offer, 65 million euro, to sign Kenan Yildiz. Ladies and gentlemen, my club Chelsea, we are not done yet. We left Morgan Rogers, left Garnacho. We try to test the waters to see whether Juventus will release Yildiz for us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he is a good player. As a matter of fact, if we can even get him instead of going for Xavi Simons, I would prefer that. Hey guys, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, I'll be very happy. I'll be very excited as things are right now. As Chelsea was rejected by Juventus, I'll be very happy if Xavi Simons and Jorel Hacho looks like they, it seems to me, why I'll be happy if Chelsea sign it, because they still have high ceilings. They are still young, and they still have high ceilings. The amount we are buying both players, if we want to resell them even in 2 years' time, it will not be difficult. And they are not going to be on a high wage. Highest, 120,000 pounds per week. Highest. And I doubt it if any, whether Xavi Simons or Hacho will be receiving even that amount. I doubt that. I doubt it. You see, right now, but Chelsea, Arsenal and City, I am just wondering what they will have to do to actually meet up with Liverpool next season. What they will have to do to beat Liverpool over 38 games next season. That is just my, what I've been thinking about the whole of today. The rate at which Liverpool has strengthened its squad, and they are still going for Isak as we speak. Ladies and gentlemen, Isak, we understand, his eyes are set on Liverpool. I am just wondering what Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man City will have to do in order to match Liverpool for next season. They've just taken over everyone in this window. Liverpool, they've taken over everyone in this window. And Isak completes their super team. Like, I'm actually happy with Chelsea's most signings this summer. I'm happy. Yeah. It's just a bit of, like, what to do in order to beat Liverpool next season. Because the ambition of Liverpool right now, they are two. They entered. You know, the coach. What's his name? What's his name? Hans Flick, right? No. Liverpool coach. It just escaped my mind. He came in last season to continue from where the previous coach left off. He made use of the same players, only 1 or 2 additions, and he won the league. Now, this is his own season. And you ask yourself, is it the same Liverpool management? Why were they not spending like they are spending now for Jurgen Klopp? When Jurgen Klopp was in charge of Liverpool, they never spend like this. They don't. They don't. So why are they now spending like... I don't get it. That is where they've taken everyone by surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, if they should get a sack, it's next season, next season, the Premier League, in fact, the top 4, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, it is already decided. These 4 teams, they will conquer the... It's going to be a battle of top 4, no longer the battle of who wins the league. Just be happy you are in the top 4. The kind of signings that the Premier League teams have made this season, these 4 teams, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, the kind of squad with the backups, any of these teams, if you're in the top 4, just be happy with it. Now, where I foresee real competition is in the Champions League. And all these 4 teams, the Champions League next season, it's going to be brutal. All these 4 teams will get through to the semi-finals. They will. Look around Europe. Which team do you think right now can compete these 4 teams? Looking at the kind of signing they are making. PSG, we wait to see if they have the capability to go on the second season round. They might compete in their domestic league as always, but in Champions League it will be difficult for them. It will. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, let me just round up. We understand Newcastle United want £172 million for Alexander Isak. £172 million. That is about 150 million or 155 million pounds for Alexander Isak. Can they get a market for it? Or they just want to place a price so that if anything that is not able to buy can fuck up? It's too high. It's too high. If Liverpool is able to afford Isak, ladies and gentlemen, Fulham are considering an approach for Chelsea winger Raheem Sterling. Chelsea prefer a permanent exit, which will require Sterling to reduce his wage for Fulham to proceed. Sterling has also been offered to Napoli this week. So many offers are coming for Raheem Sterling this summer. We understand Sterling even deleted on his IG, Chelsea banner or whatever. I'm not too sure. I've not confirmed that. Ladies and gentlemen, so it is what it is. It is what it is. What else do you want to know? Maybe let me just end it here. But remember, we are waiting for the big announcement for Simon and Hatu. I'll be back with more exclusive. Should there be any more updates tonight? See you guys in the next one. Shalom and peace.